Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. I just realized that I never filmed an intro to this video, so I wanted to kind of give a preface as to what this video was. So I own a pop-up used bookstore called Over Prose, and this video is basically just everything that I do to prep and get ready for our pop-up. I'm gonna try and make it as chronological as possible from the day before up until the day of the event, but bear with me. I filmed this, like I said, over a couple of days because it does take a couple of days to get prepped for a market. So if it's not perfect, I'm sorry. I'm also still new at this whole editing and, you know, video YouTube thing. So clearly by the fact that I did not film an intro to this video, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. And if you guys have any questions about my pop-up, about why I started it, how I started it, anything literally at all, I would be more than happy to answer any of your guys' questions, which is actually why I'm making this video. Somebody asked and I am hopefully delivering. We'll see. But anyway, here's the video and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so we have everything set up in the garage right now. So we're gonna have to put all of this stuff into the garage. These things, we don't take with us, obviously they're donations, but this is where we keep all of the books. And then when we move all this stuff, I'll show you guys inside how we store them all. So the day before an event, we load the truck the night before, and then I use this tarp to put on top of the bins just overnight, and then I back the truck up all the way to the garage, just so that way no one can come and open it, and I lock this as well. It's just books, and they are used. Obviously, I don't want anyone to take them, but at the end of the day, it's not quite as bad as, like, you know, if it were something else. So I just do this so it's easier for me to have prepped and ready, and then I load all of the shelves here the day of, and I can do that by myself along with our table. That's what all that's from. No fun, but don't know what else to do about that. So I'll go ahead and put the tarp on, and then I'll show you kind of what it looks like after. Okay, so now the tarp is on there, and I just used one really long bungee at a diagonal from one side to the other, just so that way, in case there's some wind or whatever at night, it doesn't fly off the top. But otherwise, that is the tarp. And then, like I said, it's backed up as close as it can get to the garage, so nobody can open up the back. So the rest of this stuff I will load myself tomorrow. These are our straps. This is all of our merchandise. This is our stand that we have, my mom and I built. Our table. These are our old shelves. We're probably gonna end up selling those. These are our new shelves. They're collapsible. They're really nice. Highly recommend. We also have this little cart and then this dolly, which we take to almost every market except for this one and one other market. This market, we actually are lucky enough that we can park right behind where our booth is, and I'll show you guys that tomorrow. So I don't actually need those things, which is really, really nice because there's less stuff in the truck. This is kind of what's left over. These are all the books that people have donated that we haven't been able to go through quite yet. So we need to do that. And then this is just an empty bin, but this is the type of bin that we use. It's just one of those really large bins from Costco, or you can get them from Sam's Club. So all of the stuff that we don't use on a regular basis goes into this shed. It's actually a bike shed, but we use it for all of the extra stuff. This is just what it looks like. I actually have another one over here next to my RV that's from my own personal books. And then inside here, we just store all of our extra stuff that we're not using right now. But yeah, this is where all this stuff gets stored. Okay, so now I have to finish packing the truck. So we're gonna unlock the gate of the bed and we're going to finish packing this with all of these shelves, these, and most of what's over here in that table and stuff. Okay, so now that the trek is done, I'm literally sweaty and gross, which is why I like to get ready afterwards. It is extremely hot though, it's almost 100 degrees, and the hardest part with these markets is trying to figure out what to wear. That's an over-exaggeration. This is a night market, so we'll go into the evening, so I'll come back to you guys with what I am wearing tonight, and then also with what I am going to take with me as far as like snacks and like personal things that I always take with me to every market. Okay, so I wanted to show you really quickly what I bring in my bag. So this is the Toto. It's like a protein cookie, sort of. It only has 8 grams of protein, but it's
gluten-free, it's vegan, soy-free, there's no seed oils, it has like mushrooms and stuff like that in it.
I have a really restrictive diet for things that are outside of my control, sadly. So this is delicious. I take this with me almost to every single market. And then I always have an electrolyte. And then for the same reasons as the specific type of food or cookie that I have, I also have Just Ingredients electrolyte. And it's just like it says, it's just ingredients, again, because I have a very specific diet that I have to abide by, and so that's in here. I always have a spray because it is so hot, and when I get done unpacking and everything, I don't want to smell terrible. Obviously I can't shower and things like that, but I want to make sure that I don't smell awful when I'm helping out guests. I don't always have my sunglasses, but I definitely always need my sunglasses, so those are a must. And then I usually put everything in my Barnes & Noble bag. So in here, I always have a 40 ounce of water. I always have my current book that I'm reading, and right now that is Carl's Doomsday Scenario. I'm about halfway through, so I always bring that with me. I always have my iPad because this is what we use for payments. I can use my phone, but it is a little bit easier to use the iPad, so I use the iPad. And then lastly, I just always have my little bag that I honestly have with me every day that I go out.
This just has like chapstick and lotion, eye drops, I wear contacts, my inhaler, things like that, just essentials, hand sanitizer.
And then, like I said, all of that goes in my Barnes & Noble bag. And then this is also what I'm wearing today to the market. It's this like blue shirt. I like to try and wear like Bookish shirts, except that today it is so hot. I put one on, even a white one, and I just couldn't do it. So we're wearing this one, and then I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm just wearing black shorts. So anyway, that's everything that I take with me, and I do sometimes also take more snacks with me and like actual meals. It's just that today, this specific market we're going to, either my boyfriend or Cassie are gonna bring Chipotle, so I don't have to bring dinner. So, yay. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Again, I totally forgot to film an outro. I know, I will work on it. But if you guys have any questions at all about the pop-up or the process, anything at all, please feel free to ask. I will try and answer any questions that you guys might have. If you guys like my video, make sure to like and comment and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys next time.